Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Third Down Thursdays.
See, this is what happens. That's what happens. It's been a week and 2 weeks since I've been on, and that's what happens. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another edition of the Friday Night Flagships presented by TDT Sports Media. I am Bruce. Man, we have a show for you guys. I've even transitioned to wine. You know why? Because sophisticated people that are in first place drink wine. Well, it's beer. Well, let's go with that. Beer, sausage, and cheese week here in the Chicagoland and Green Bay area. Looking forward to that. We're going to have a conversation about that. But I got to tell you guys, this is the first time. I think there's only been 7 times in the Chicago Bears. Correct me if I'm wrong. Chicago Bears, Green Bay Packer history between that rivalry that both teams have met with more than 8 wins during the regular season. This is a rivalry that spans over 100 some years, and yet neither team has had over 8 wins during the regular season meeting. It's just I'm at a loss for words for it. But I guarantee, though, it's the Bears that are probably like the worst team of those. Although the Packers were dog shit in the 70s. But I digress. Anyways, it is time to bring on the men that were absolutely phenomenal last week. Guys, I had the opportunity to watch the show a little bit last week. Unfortunately, I couldn't make it because I had work obligations. But let me tell you, these guys held it down. It was fun. It was hilarious. Jack had an amazing pick. Thankfully, he didn't follow through with it. But we're going to bring him on right now. The other first place in their conference, respectively, the New England Patriots. Huge fan, huge knowledgeable person, the Jack Gaffney. Woo!
What's going on, folks? Go Tiger. Go Tiger.
Oh, we're going to get to that. We're going to get
love
to
those LSU Tigers, baby. Let's go.
I gotta love those SEC chicks, huh?
God's conference.
God's
America's conference.
Oh my God, I had something that I'm going to say it anyways. Must be those blue eyes and blonde hair. Oh, Kenny, I know Kenny gets that one. That being said, we'll bring on the man, the myth, the legend himself with the beard that never feared. It always fears. Excuse me, Kenny, Coach Kenny. Let's go.
What's up, fellas? How's it going?
Ohio against the world.
Let's
what?
Fucking go.
That's great. I love it.
Go Tiger. Go Tiger.
Dude, so you guys did awesome last week, by the way. I got to say thank you guys so much. Thank you guys so much for filling in for my numbskull headed ass, because I totally had a brain fart with a situation with stuff at work and whatnot. So, gentlemen, I appreciate you both for being able to, at the last second, take over the reins and say, shut up, Bruce, we got this.
Well, Jack carried, so props to Jack for sure.
Yay.
I had nothing to add.
I got nothing to add. That's awesome. That's great. I don't know about you guys, but it's that time of year where everybody kind of gets a little bit of a cold and a little bit of a sniffle here and there. Kenny, I'm sure especially you, since you're the one that's around little snot-headed kids fairly often. So how you doing?
I'm doing great, but I have a 6-foot rule. I get a personal bubble. They have to stay away from me. So
nice.
Most of my work is on Google Classroom and stuff like that. So I don't really, I don't have to touch shit.
That's awesome. I don't have to touch shit. Oh, that's great. Jack, how you feeling?
Listen, I'm doing great, man. I saw my team absolutely just completely tried to maim Jackson Dart on Monday night, and that was tremendous.
Dude, that hit was amazing.
Completely legal.
And also, by the way,
get out of bounds. We don't want to get.
Can we talk about? Can we talk about this? I saw a hilarious tweet. I don't know who sent it out, and frankly, I probably wouldn't give them credit anyway. So fuck yourself.
That's
no.
Not nice.
I mean, granted, okay, I'll give them credit for the creativity, but I'm not going to give them credit for on our stuff. But saying that Jackson Dart after the Giants Patriots game looked like he was trying to take over. Oh my God, why am I playing Lethal Weapon building Nakatomi Plaza with his like the collared like shirt, sweater, and everything like that. I thought it was hilarious. See, Kenny got it. Kenny understands that because we're old.
Die Hard, but yeah, I get it.
There you go.
Did I say weapon?
You said
There's lethal weapon. Like, it's
You're
not even.
getting too
I
old
wasn't
for
gonna
this
say
shit,
anything.
Bruce.
I wasn't gonna say.
Oh, you got to call him out.
I was gonna let him kind of live with that. That would be really funny.
Yeah, no, that was bad. That that's my bad. But you got what I was saying. Also, real quick, is Die Hard a Christmas movie?
100%.
No,
Oh, two against
it
one.
takes place on Christmas. It's not a Christmas movie.
Two against one. All right, gentlemen, let's get it started. Let's have some fun tonight. Let's start off with the 10-piece. What do you got for us, Jack?
All right, Riley, we're gonna go straight to last night, Thursday night football. I don't think I've ever seen a 70+ point football game that I enjoyed as less as I did this one. This was just not a fun game for me personally. But a big story coming out of this one, directly out of this one, was George Pickens, because CeeDee Lamb ended up getting hurt on a diving catch in the end zone that he, I believe, dropped. But nevertheless, Richard Sherman went pretty hard on George Pickens post game.
Loved it.
For taking some plays off.
Loved it.
There was one play that I went back and watched this morning on the All 22 of a. You guys see like the goal ball? No, it was like a goal ball.
Oh, the goal ball? Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and he just completely called him out. He was talking about how, like, will the Cowboys want to pay him, top of the line money this offseason?
How bad was it on All 22, by the way? Sorry.
It was not good.
Yeah, okay. So
I was watching on the Prime Vision, but it wasn't good on. So I kind of knew what to expect, but it wasn't.
I love, dude. By the way, like, side note, Prime Vision's amazing. I watch games on that too, so that's kind of funny. Like, anyway, continue, please.
But main point here was Richard Sherman correct in his assessment of George Pickens?
Kenny, do you mind if I go first on it?
Absolutely, go for it.
Oh, you do mind or you don't mind?
I don't mind. Sorry.
I'm just fucking with you.
No, really funny that he did mind.
He's like, yes,
No,
I mind.
no.
He's like, fuck you and fuck Indiana. No, but okay, so flat out, what Richard Sherman said was 100% accurate, and the fact that George Pickens wanted to double down today, saying that like all this old head that without the Legion of Boom. I'm paraphrasing.
I'll say this: if he did not delete that story, I would have thought so much higher of him in this situation. That would have been godly. Unfortunately, he did delete like a coward.
Oh, he just left it. Yeah, but everyone takes screenshots. Everyone takes screenshots. Everyone. Oh, he
keeps receipts.
No, you need George Pickens. You need George Pickens. What else can he do in life outside being a wide receiver? You need him.
So you're
all. You need
I'm talking about. I don't give a shit about that. I'm talking about. Hey, if I'm the Cowboys are going to definitely resign him because like Jerry 100%. Jones is totally fucking like in love with guys that cause drama because more attention on the Cowboys is more better to him.
Ticket sales.
Exactly. But I love what to go back to the original point though. Richard Sherman did an amazing job of assessing it because I'm sorry, dude, you could have like gotten that ball. And with that said. His rebuttal to Richard Sherman is absolute stuff of clowns because not only has this guy never made, excuse me, not only has this guy not made any kind of AP like all pro teams or anything like that. This guy hasn't done jack diddly fucking squat. Whereas Richard Sherman elegantly said, not only by this time in his career, I think he said he had a Super Bowl ring and 2 all-pro seasons. This dude needs to shut the fuck up, play ball, focus on that, and stop being a prima donna. And truth be told, I'm sorry. Like when you watch body language, you know how everyone was like giving crap about Caleb Williams last year and his body language, body language, that. Watching that game, and then when the camera went to him on the bench, totally disengaged. Like, I don't know why Cowboys fans even put up with him, frankly. Like, and granted, like, I don't follow Cowboys Twitter, and, like, I give them a lot of shit myself, but I would love to hear from a Cowboys fan what their actual opinion is of that guy.
Well,
I'm going to say that.
So.
I'm gonna say that like up until this point, I feel like he was on good behavior.
I agree.
Like this,
I agree with
especially
that.
given the situation, this was basically your season. Number one, number two,
I agree with that.
CeeDee Lamb ended up getting hurt, and then you go out and you were just kind of a
And you do
non-factor
that.
in the entire
Did
game.
you
Ryan
see that
Flournoy should
slant?
not be your best receiver in what's essentially a winner go home game. I'm sorry, like that was bad.
And that slant pass, like that Dak threw to him. Did you see how lazy he was with it? He like Gatorade it big time.
He didn't want to go through the middle. That's the problem.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think that's my favorite part about Richard Sherman is that he's always been out front, willing to say the hard things, willing to say the not controversial things, but the things that like really get you to think about the type of player that other people are. And he called Pickens out for it, and I think that's precise. I think that was exactly what needed to be said. And I don't fault Sherman at all. And if anything, Pickens with his rebuttal, he should have kept it. Should have kept it out there. If you're going to be man enough to say something, stand by it.
Love it, Kenny. Let's go. Love it.
All right. Number two question kind of segues off of that. Would you give him hypothetically a $30+ million deal this offseason if you were the Cowboys specifically?
If I was the owner giving out the money?
Well, I mean, the owner's the GM in this case.
Or the GM, excuse me.
Well, the owner is the GM.
True, he is. No. From a talent standpoint.
Right. Well, I'm thinking Cowboys culture. I'm thinking Cowboys organizational structure as a whole. So if I'm the current Cowboys organization, yes, I'm giving Pickens that 30+ deal. However, if it's me running the team, no, not in a million years.
But the way I also so I'm going to lean into this a little bit. In order for you to say no, you have to find somebody of potential and equal value that Pickens has. That being said, the combination of CeeDee Lamb, and I believe he's signed through the next 3 years. I think it's 3 years.
I think it's a 4-year. It's really a 3-year deal, but it's like a 4-year deal
Okay.
for like $33 million a year, something like that.
I didn't know the numbers.
They'll restructure into.
Yeah, like all the guarantee money pretty much runs through like the third year.
Right. So, saying that, you have a potential freaking badass situation right there, having CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens, but that's a lot of money invested into a lot of drama. You have to be. So my original point was finding a high-end potential replacement, i.e., the draft, or through free agency. And I don't remember who's coming out. I think Mike Evans is the best receiver this next year coming out in free agency, and he's old as balls. So, is the juice worth the squeeze? And I'm going to say no.
I think given it's the Cowboys and the fact that they just
no. It's no. It's your team. No. It's your team. It's Jack's team. It's Jack.
No. I said if you were the Cowboys, were the Cowboys, would you do it?
Fair.
And the answer is yes. If I was the Cowboys, I'd do it.
Yeah, but if you're the owner of that team / GM of that team, are you doing it?
Of Dallas, yes. Because that look at the seasons that Dax had this year. Up until week 7 or 8, he was legitimately an MVP discussion.
No,
obviously that fell off because.
I don't disagree with that. But don't you think that you could find somebody of equal value?
No,
not equal, but
no, I don't think so.
It'd be tough.
And there's some decent receivers in this draft class. The big receiver class is still 2+ years out. So I would say, even if it's a bridge
dude on Ohio State, Kenny.
Yeah, him and then Ryan Williams from Alabama. The guys are 2 years out. So I would say even if it's a bridge deal, I'd absolutely do it.
You do have Carnell Tate coming out of Ohio State this year, but
and Jordan Tyson out of Arizona.
And Tyson. Yep.
I don't think that either of them fall to where the Cowboys are going to be picking in the first round, though. That's the problem.
Yeah, but
so how? I think you're kind of forced into the situation where you have to re-up on Pickens, and that means you probably have to pay him.
How much are you investing in your skill positions, though? You have to look at it from that perspective too. Because I'm sorry, wide receiver to me is not the most important on an NFL football team.
No, it's quickly becoming kind of like how the running back bubble was back in the early 2000s. You can get them. You can get a ton. You get a ton at a cheaper price.
Hey, he ran for 250 yards last week against the Eagles, baby. Let's go.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying. I think there's
Random
going to be a wide receiver
This is the
bubble, but
game that I love.
you still need a couple of them. But yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. Like it's an interesting paradox you got there. I'm glad I don't have to make that decision though.
And the
I
Cowboys
agree.
created themselves. That's just what they do.
It's true.
All right, question number 3. This is a basketball question for the first time in a while.
Love it.
And I saw Bruce get fired up about this yesterday, so I figured this would be perfect. So I think so. Is it the Giannis doesn't? It's either the Bulls don't want Giannis or Giannis would not want to go to the Bulls. That I saw yesterday.
Okay. Well, ask the question. Excuse me. Ask the question.
Realistically, where would you like to see him end up if the Bucks decide to trade him?
Truth be told, I would love to see him on the Bulls. However, we have absolute trash management and trash ownership in this city for both the Chicago White Sox and the Chicago Bulls. Sorry, Kenny.
It's true.
That being said, to answer your first question before the actual 10-piece question, it was the Chicago Bulls told Giannis's team that the Bulls have no interest in trading.
That's fucking insanity.
Yeah. It's
That's
fucking dumb as shit. It's a top 5 player in the NBA right now, and like just
I don't know about top 5, but he's definitely top 10 still.
He's a top 5 player in the NBA right now. Who the hell? Who's better than him? I'd say Wemby might be better than him right now, potential and everything like that.
Jokic's for sure better than him. I say that.
Jokic, I agree with that.
SGA's better than him for sure.
SGA is such a bitch.
He's good though.
Whatever. I don't disagree. Continue. Who else?
If he was healthy, Tatum, but obviously he's not.
No, you can't say that though. But then you can't say that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So I think genuinely, I think he's a top 5 still NBA player right now, and I think his injury is absolute bullshit. I'm going to put that out there right now too.
You mean the injury that came out like the day of?
The day of, like his team. His
all right.
Team met with the Bucks team, so I was like, oh, that hurt.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
So Micah Parsons situation.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Well said.
Yeah, then he gets to Green Bay and he's all good. Yeah, I might need
everything's fine.
Yeah, he got a shot in his back, and I feel amazing. He gets no respect.
Healthiest man alive,
Bears, though. But so all right. That being said, I would love to see him on the Bulls because I think in a larger market would be great for him. But overall, I think that like gives me that bridge to use that term that you used previously. He needs to go to a larger market. OKC is a small market, but however,
they have a ton of picks.
Dude,
I can totally see them doing
it. That team scares me because
would you give up Chet with picks to get him hypothetically? I don't know what.
100%.
I think the answer is yes, but like
100%. But I can think because like you could get a 2-year run right now as like 2 to 4 year run with them as championship contenders right away. And like right now, they only have 2 losses, 1 loss,
1 or 2. It's something crazy like that. They're probably going to win like 65 games. It's unreal.
Shit.
Dude, the West isn't. Yeah, dude. I don't know, man. If
the NBA in general isn't really all that good this year.
It's not at all. I agree. It's watered down big time. It's the reason why they brought Jordan back for his like halftime.
Fuck NASCAR, by the way. Fuck NASCAR. Let's go, Jordan.
Agree. Yes. Did you see his attorneys like walk in this morning or whatever? That was hilarious.
Yes.
No, I missed it.
Kind of goes to show you how little NASCAR matters in the American scene.
No one even
in
knew
the American
was
lexicon that no one's talking about them being sued by 3 teams.
Jordan's well, so for those of you that are watching or listening, Jordan's suing NASCAR as being a monopoly.
They are.
And
not wrong.
100%. He's the man. I love Jordan. Like, don't fuck with Jordan. He's gonna win. Anyway, I don't know. OKC. Who's another team that I could totally see just like throwing something out there and grabbing them up? Dude, like, there's like a part of me that kind of wants to say New York.
So that's what I was.
If you're in the league, you want him there. I feel like. I think the answer is probably New York.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
I wouldn't want that personally, but
admittedly,
right.
I don't know a ton about basketball, but if we're talking big market, big name player, Giannis to the Knicks sounds like a perfect deal. But I don't know what New York has to offer. I don't know anything.
I don't know if they would want to make that trade.
I would if I were them.
I would, but I don't know if
we're
they would.
talking-
That's the thing.
If we're talking like Bruce says, a top 5 player, then I think everybody should be exploring what kind of deal you need to make to get a top 5 player on your team. Like I don't think that there's room.
But they've
to
also
not
like
consider
last
that.
year, they made a ton of trades last year.
Right, and that's what I had heard or seen.
Like
and I'm
Randall,
not sure.
like who else did they end up getting? Like, dude, if you
They spent 4 picks on Mikal Bridges.
if you can keep Brunson and have Brunson.
Oh yeah, they're not trading Brunson. Yeah.
If you can have Brunson and Giannis on the court together, that's a pretty filthy pick and roll, like just or 5 out. Oh, dude, that's drive kick combination. Oh my god, that there are so many different things that you could do with that duo. That'd be pretty filthy, honestly.
This is more so of like a realistic place. I think it's gonna end up being Miami, but
I was just thinking it. Damn it, I should have said it.
because they're gonna get one of these big fish eventually. But like,
I mean, yeah,
I think if you're the league, you definitely
That's
want
kind of what the Heat do, though, right? Like every 10 to 15 years, they end up getting a huge deal done and make a short run in the playoffs for a couple of championships, and then lay low for a while. That's what they've been doing for the past 10 years now.
Regrettably, fuck
right,
Pat
time to go
Riley,
back.
by the way.
Time to go
Question
back.
number 4,
Dude, all he does is win, dude. Can't hate on him.
It hasn't won in
Kind of
like
hate
15 years now. That's neither here nor there.
I mean, true. No. Wait. When did they last win? 2009.
2012.
12. Fuck,
Yeah,
dude,
12.
I'm old. All right, go ahead. Sorry.
So right now, I actually went earlier today and checked the Super Bowl odds. Of the top 5, 3 are NFC, 2 are AFC. The 2 AFC are Patriots, Bills. The top 3 in the NFC in terms of odds, Rams, Seahawks, Packers. So with that in mind, if you had to bet the field for the AFC or the NFC to win the Super Bowl, who'd you pick?
Ooh,
I love this
The
one.
field. So it could be anybody, hypothetically.
I'm betting the NFC
I agree.
because I think that the AFC is very, very top heavy. However, I think the best team currently resides in the NFC.
That, and I think there are more teams in the NFC that I think are more built for the playoffs.
Agreed.
Like if the 49ers somehow make it in, which I think is possible at this point.
They will.
That's a team that has enough guys on it that have like been in these big games. And if they maybe make a run or just get hot at the right time, I probably feel good about them in a Super Bowl, even with all the injuries. Over one of like these AFC teams. Like if they play the Broncos, I feel a little better about like the 49ers. Maybe a little bit. Not a ton, obviously, because their defense is really good. But again,
can I say something controversial?
Experience in these playoff games 100% matters. And I think the NFC has more of those teams than the AFC will.
I'm going to say something controversial right now. Speaking of NFC teams currently that are doing well. Hold on. No. I'm going to say it controversial. There are 2 teams right now that have like really good winning records in the NFC, and that I personally think are kind of fraudulent. One of them, Chicago Bears. The other one, the Seattle Seahawks.
So that's why I was kind of on the fence about it. I mean, you guys eventually talked me into going NFC if we're betting the field, but we're looking at some of these NFC teams that are at the top. I'm not trusting them completely, right? So I'm trusting the Rams in the Super Bowl. You probably should trust the 49ers in the Super Bowl. But then when you look at the pedigree of these other AFC teams, when you're looking at the Patriots, you're looking at the Bills, who should be, all things considered, should be a favorite to win the Super Bowl.
Shit defense.
But it's a shit defense, I admit.
Bad defense.
It's almost a 50-50 guess at this point.
For so long.
Yeah. So I sided with you guys. Eventually I'll go NFC on this. But if you get anybody but the Rams and maybe the 49ers, it's a tough call. The AFC could easily still be the dominant conference.
Because like you could poke holes in the Packers game right now. I'm sorry. Like
Easily.
Agreed.
I think that you get like, okay, I guess what they call it, the Toyota.
Toyota-thon
Jordan Love,
greatest quarterback you've ever seen.
Right, or you get freaking like Make-A-Wish Jordan Love. Like what? Sorry. That's terrible.
That's crazy.
That's terrible. I'm sorry.
That's crazy.
That's the controversial comment.
Right,
That was
fair.
fine. Get him out of here. Get him
Fair,
out.
fair. Or
Get him
like,
out. 5 minute
or,
timeout. Get him out.
or you get all right. So then like with the Seahawks, even like the Vikings were able to do pretty well against them defensively, but you just had a quarterback that couldn't freaking throw a pass. Like you found a quarterback that's worse than JJ McCarthy. How the fuck
That's
did
rough.
you manage to do that?
I lost faith in humanity during that 425 window last week, but that's neither here nor there at this point.
Fair, but no.
It was a tough schedule last week.
Horrible.
Sure.
But you know what?
This week's not a whole lot better.
I'm gonna stick with the NFC, and I'm going to stick with amazing homeowners insurance.
Erie Insurance says here's to the grown-ups who move, mortgage, mow, and still bust a move. But does your home insurance still fit? Erie helps you protect the home you've grown into, all at fair prices that are often less than the other guys. So how do you find the right coverage? Magic. Nope. Local independent agents who get to know you like this.
Your local Erie agent is Building Block Insurance Group. Get a quote today at 704-464-4544.
Erie Insurance.
And when you call Jeff Wertetny at 704-464-4544, let him know that TDT Sports Media sent you, and also let him know that Packers suck. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to finish. We're going to keep going with the 10-piece now. I think we're on what? Question number 4 or 5?
Number 5, which is, who would be your Opoy favorite right now? Not MVP, but Offensive Player of the Year.
I love this question.
There were some rough games for some favorites this last week.
I absolutely love this question. So
This is a tough one.
I am going to hold on. I am going to cheat a little bit. Hold on. Okay, so
I got one.
All right, go ahead.
Well, it's pretty obvious who I would pick, right? I mean, you got to go Jackson Smith and Jigba at this point.
Oh dear God.
I would say it's Jackson Smith and Jigba, but I am warming up to the idea that it might be Jahmyr Gibbs if the end of the year ends the way it's going to.
Okay, if it keeps going the way it's going, sure. But if we're talking, and up until extremely recently, JSN
Like literally
has
this
been
week, we had like 0.
dominating it.
Yeah, no,
JSN
I
has
agree.
been dominating the field lately. So if we're
Yeah, it
talking
was him and
offensive player of the year, being an Ohio State guy, I'm going JSN right now. I think that's an easy lock for me. I know, and you guys can argue over everything else, but JSN,
he's been snapping. No, he has. I agree with that. And if you look at the stats that he's putting up right now, like least amount of throws to him or whatever, with like the average that he has, the amount of yards that he has.
Yeah, you like per reception.
Yeah, it's insane. Shit.
he's doing a lot with a little for sure. Like,
All right, all right. I'll be out. Okay, so damn, you guys both like totally changed my mind. I'm gonna say Njigmo too. Only because no, I'm not. Fuck. I like Gibbs too a lot. Fuck, you guys suck.
5.
I think it aligns more along with the lines of like who finishes with a better record. I'm gonna say Gibbs because I just don't think Kenny. I totally agree with you with everything that you said because he's having a freaking insane year. But man, dude, but that record that he's about to break. All right, I'm sticking with Gibbs.
I'm just saying, I think JSN, he's had the better year to this point, especially doing so much with, I don't want to say with nothing, but with less than other receivers have been provided with this year. I think he's doing a phenomenal.
You're fine. Sam Darnold is a backup quarterback. It's fine.
And when he is in, he's a game manager. So it's hard to expect him to. It's hard to expect JSN to put up the numbers that I've seen.
I think Sam Darnold should have stayed on the Vikings, but I digress.
They didn't want him, though, did they? I thought they got rid of him, or they didn't want to resign.
They let him walk.
They let him walk. Number 6, fill in the blank. This Sunday is the biggest Bears-Packers game since
2010.
All right, perfect. I was going to let you guys run point on this, but I agree with that.
That's easy. There's the NFC Championship. That's a good old Jay Cutler with the sprained MCL on the side, like on a bicycle.
I really wish I had a soundboard. I totally play the BJ Raji pick audio right now.
No. Oh God, let's not do that. I've already seen it like multiple times. I've already heard it. Like I've actually listened. So this is how maniacal I am. I was listening to ESPN Milwaukee today, and yeah,
you should be institutionalized for admitting that.
Whatever. But I just got sometimes I get curious, whatever. And hearing some of the things that they were saying, like I'm not even kidding when I tell you this, really did actually get me like that fan like pissed off feeling. Like I Kenny, like, okay, so you know what? Like I can kind of empathize with Kenny a little bit with the Michigan thought process, because like I'm feeling good about the Chicago Bears. Like, granted, I don't think I don't think they're gonna win a Super Bowl this year. I don't think they're gonna be like anything like whatever. I do like to go to the college thought process. I like the program that they're building. And they're doing they're doing it the right way for once. But hearing like the ego and like hearing the amount of like just bullshit that I heard, and like I was so close to calling in, but I didn't. If I did, I would have clipped it and I would have put it on our show. But anyway, God, I don't even know where I was going. All right, 2010. Oh yeah, BJ Rod. Yeah, whatever.
And who is it?
If Caleb Haney would have actually seen Devin Hester would have ran for a touchdown on that play. If you rewatch that play again,
he was minimum. The worst case scenario, he was getting a game for 20. Minimum worst case scenario.
Worst case scenario.
Yep. Touchdown. It was a touchdown. But yeah, you're right. A minimum 20 yards. But anyway, 2010. Fucking Packers.
Easily.
Fuck you.
Perfect.
Easily.
Number 7. Again, I really hate to see what happens to this team on Sunday, but at this point in the year, what do the Steelers regret more? Reshuffling their receiver room or giving TJ Watt a 3-year deal worth $120 million?
Go ahead, Kenny. I'll let you answer this first.
So, right off the bat, it's a tough situation in Pittsburgh, because I honestly think out of everything that they did, I think the worst thing was getting Aaron Rodgers. And so it doesn't really matter what everything else was, right? So
you had Ryan Tannehill just chilling at home. You could have gotten him.
No, he's done.
I know. I'm just anyway. Sorry.
So looking at that, right, from that perspective of Aaron Rodgers was the wrong move, then I will default to the wide receiver room being reshuffled is the wrong move. I still have faith in TJ Watt. Maybe it's the last name, maybe it's that kind of recognition or whatever, but everything that Pittsburgh has done to their offense over the past 5 seasons, maybe even 8 seasons, is just atrocious. And I think it's a case study on what not to do for your offense. They handcuffed the offense when they went after, and they got some of the worst offensive coordinators I've ever seen calling terrible plays. Russell Wilson last year, not the guy. Aaron Rodgers this year, not the guy.
We're all trying to find the guy who did this. Said Mike Tomlin.
No, I blame the GM. But yeah, I think at the end of the day, it's the wide receiver room. I still have faith in TJ Watt, and at the end of the day, the Steelers are predicated on their defense. So I would still default to TJ Watt's the guy. Continue to build up that defense and hope the offense comes back around on it.
So
go ahead. Sorry, Jack. Go ahead.
So here, the thing is, I can at least see the logic in kind of reshuffling the receiver room. Like, there was logic in saying,
for sure,
we don't feel comfortable paying George Pickens X amount of money. Let's trade him.
I like the DK Metcalf get.
Yes.
I actually thought that
it hasn't really worked out, but again, I like the thought process.
On paper, it's a great move.
The thought process was sound. And while it hasn't worked out, there's been like 3 games this year where TJ Watt has looked like
pedestrian,
like a lost puppy in the woods. He was playing against 2 fucking backup tackles this week. One of which, the guy who was primarily on, is an interior offensive lineman.
So the question is he hurt?
No.
No, but like,
he faked the fucking injury to get out of that game. At the end of that game, he accidentally got stepped on, and they did the exact same thing. And again, I love JJ Watt, but he did this too. Hogged the fucking camera, walking off of the fucking field, trying to fake a fucking foot injury. Oh, I fucking hate TJ Watt, bro. I hate this dude so much.
Okay.
Most overrated defensive player of my lifetime. But the bottom line is, you paid him $40 million per
Wow.
year.
Overrated, but yet he had, so JJ
You paid him
Watt.
$40 million
Hold
a
on.
year.
We got to
One
come back.
pressure on 40 pass rush snaps
We're
against
coming
two
back to
backup
this.
tackles.
We're going to come back to that.
He is. He's the most overrated pass rusher I have ever fucking seen in my entire life.
So his brother, JJ,
Why 9 merchant? Get him out of here.
hold on, hear me out. He has more sacks now than his brother had. In less years, am I correct on that? Yeah, I'm correct on that.
Should have. Yep.
So is TJ Watt better than JJ Watt?
No.
So the
If you can tell me right now, I can add either peak TJ Watt or peak JJ Watt to my team.
JJ Watt got injured.
JJ Watt.
I agree with that comment though. By the way, that is
JJ Watt in 2014 is one of the best pass rushers I've ever seen.
Hold on. Look at this comment. I want to hear that.
That's Cope. That's Steeler fan Cope right there. I can say that. I know.
If
JJ
Watt stays healthy through all those seasons, his sack record is still standing.
Yeah.
TJ's not even close.
You should have won MVP in 2014.
100% he should have. I agree.
JJ Watt with that messed up shoulder or messed up arm or whatever it was, that really derailed a lot of what he was able to do.
Okay, so I'm going to answer this question real quick. I think that defensive end is one of the most important, or pass rushers are
edge,
whatever. Fuck off. Okay, let's go. You know what? I'm going to go old school with it. I think defensive end is the one of the most important positions in the NFL. So I'm going to actually say that I'm not mad about them doing that. Like, I am this is so hard. Like, I am so on the fence with this question. So, like, earlier when you texted us this question, by the way, Jack, and I reviewed it, I was like thinking to myself, I was really, really trying not to be like this. Like, either way, like, I'm not mad about it. I think the worst move they made this year was Aaron Rodgers.
Right. And that's why I defaulted to the receiver room, because it's offense.
Again, there was also at least some level of logic in there to just bring in a veteran guy as a bridge.
Woo! A little spicy going on in the chat right now at you, Jack.
Listen, the Nile isn't just a river in Africa, my friends.
Oh, wow.
That's great.
Wow. It isn't.
I like it.
All right, what we got next?
I got to turn my phone on because it's off. I was ranting for so long.
Oh, no. You got to look at the text I sent you guys.
Number 8. So these last 3 are all college football related.
Yep.
And I would lean on Kenny for this one. What would be the most ideal yearly calendar to prevent some of these coaching situations?
Yeah.
That
I've already thought about this. Go ahead, Kenny.
Ideally, what would be the ideal calendar?
So I think it gets very tricky.
Especially with your looking at college girls for a
So if we're talking about, for me, the ideal window includes the transfer portal too. So I think transfer portal goes down to 1 time a season. I think that should be in May at the end of the year semester. Right now it's open at least 2 times, and it is at the end of each semester. So now you've got teams getting ready for potential bowl matchups, some even potential playoff matchups where you're having players enter the portal out of seemingly nowhere. I think when you get down to having the discussion about coaches, I think you need to shut down the player can leave if the coach gets fired mid-season. I think you need to shut down the fact that teams can go after coaches that are in the middle of a playoff run themselves. Like the Ohio State just lost Brian Hartline, which was their pipeline to wide receivers everywhere. We almost lost the number 1 receiver in the country in this in this recruiting class. So I think you need to shift everything to, if we're talking about coaches leaving, it's after the playoffs. Like, you can fire a coach midseason, fine. You hire your interim coach, you can do your interviews, but you cannot make any sort of announcements until after January. Transfer portal moves to May only. I'd say that lull between the spring semester ending and summer workouts beginning. So it's probably a 3-week window in May. And then you have to move the conference championships too. I think you have to move them back a little bit.
So do maybe about a 2-week bye.
Yeah, I would say. So I would say right now. So this week is conference championship week. Next week you have Army Navy, and then you have the playoffs basically starting. Bowls and playoffs starting after that. Right. So I would probably ask Army Navy to move into that in between period after your rivalry week, after hate week. Put Army Navy this week, then you have your conference championships, and then playoffs start the next week after that.
I agree with that. I also think, but so can I ask you a question? Kind of sorry.
Sure.
So you said okay. So and forgive me if I'm because like this again, this is like your kind of area where you're a little bit way better than like my knowledge on. You said that there are 2 areas of transfer portals, correct? Like 2 time frames.
There's definitely 2 windows where the portal opens.
Do we know? Do we know off the top of our heads? Like,
so it's typically at the end of the semesters. So you have the end of the
so it's like semesters for schools. Okay,
right. And they do that because you're a full-time student, right?
Correct.
A student athlete, even though we all know what's really going on. You have a student athlete, so you give them the opportunity to finish the semester before they start moving on. So I would eliminate that first one.
I agree with that.
Give you 2 windows, beginning of summer and end of summer, right? So let's say you get to that, you made it to the end of summer camp and you're not, Ohio State has a black stripe thing, right? Where you have to earn your way onto the team. Let's say you don't get your red stripe. So maybe at that point, then you can reopen the portal, see if you can go to Vanderbilt and get some playing time.
So you have
2 windows, but
so I would extend the window after the playoffs. Then I wouldn't even because I know you said,
but then that interferes with the student aspect of it. That's the only problem.
No, we all know that's such full of shit. The NCAA is just trying to make money. No, who cares? Like I'm taking that out of the fucking equation because honestly, it's all a money making game. The NCAA is full of shit, so go fuck themselves.
Yeah, they just need to be honest with the situation for sure.
Right. So honest, they've never been honest. The AP poll and all that bullshit, it's all bullshit. So what I'm going to say, what I would totally like to have is after the playoffs.
I like this comment. Immediately highlight this comment.
It's a set. Wait, what?
Listen, we
had talking about expanding it again.
We had the perfect system. We had the perfect system.
No, but it wasn't perfect. It wasn't perfect.
No, we got rid of all the stuff.
No,
because I've had to hear from people for the last fucking 2 weeks.
12.
This is what we need to do. We need to actually. I'm sorry, and I said this to my buddies, my other fucking group chat and stuff. Like, what we got to do is have a competitor for the NCAA, and that's really fucked up to say because like college football doesn't actually colleges do not have to participate in the NCAA. They don't. It's a total optional fucking process. It's a fucking it's a myth. Yes, exactly. It's a fucking bullshit little money making scheme. That's a
it's literally NASCAR.
It's a traditionalist fucking thought process that we're in right now. That's been making money off of boosters, for boosters, and
free labor.
Exactly, it really is. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so, and first time in a long time where once the playoffs started, you started hearing rumblings of the SEC and Big Ten basically just merging at one point. Last year with this 12-team, first year of the 12-team stuff, that was the first time I was like, it almost makes sense to kind of do 2 mega conferences and eliminate the NCAA altogether.
Gentlemen, when everything came down with NIL, I said it originally on Third Down Thursdays with MJ that this is going to open up a fucking huge gaping fucking chasm.
Rightfully so, though.
It's not right. Yeah, no, I'm not disagreeing with that because I was an advocate of players being paid because the schools are making fucking buku dollars off of everything that they do and their likeness. Anyway, continuing. We knew that this was going to happen. We knew as soon as these men and women were turned 18 years old and started getting paid from like Jim Bob's car dealership down here on Westmont Avenue. Come on down. And then like everything else, like we knew that this was going to be a snowball. And right now, this snowball is a fucking boulder and it is not stopping. It is not stopping. You're seeing it now with coaches. It's gotten into the coaching aspect with what Lane Kiffin's dumbass has done. And like,
hey, easy. Go Tiger.
So no, but so to go back to the original question though, would like my time frame would be as soon as that the 000s hit on that clock from the national championship game up until spring practices. Well, it's March. Okay, so we'll push that even further. I would say up until we'll say even
First practice.
first practices are usually in June.
I just we have
I
to
would
do
say
something.
June 1st. I would say June 1st, dude. I would say June 1st. I would say 00 or 000s on the clock, June 1st. I would mark it right there.
Bare minimum, I'm never allowing like the situation we have like this year, like Kiffin switching teams in the middle of the season. Correct me if I'm wrong. Both the North Texas and the Tulane coaches are both either on the way out or already gone. Right?
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't know who this is, but this is one of the smartest fucking things that I've ever fucking read.
I agree, Scott.
That was a great point.
Right.
The way they did it was crappy. However, it was two things that needed to be done.
No, I agree. I'm not mad about
Especially
it.
the NIL. The portal made it very, very challenging for everybody except the top tier schools.
I don't want to put this out there saying that even with coaches, coaches should be able to fucking move. If they find a spot, if I'm a badass fucking being amazing at Colorado, I should be able, and I do well there, and I'm recruiting my ass off. I'm doing great things and blah, blah, blah. And if I'm being upfront and transparent with my players and with the AD and stuff like that, I should be like, hey, listen, okay, the Alabama job is going to open up after they lose. I'm going to go there. That should be fine. They shouldn't be locked in and fucked over.
No, I agree. No.
But the concept of it opening up the portal is ridiculous.
Right.
Yeah.
Well,
the problem is Lane Kiffin leaving a school where they
James Franklin.
Not realistically, but conceivably could have won.
But I think this is a situation. But again, this is a situation where we are venturing into professional sports. We're venturing into professional aspects that we need to actually restrain the fucking the time frames on things. So there's no negotiations between this. There's no union because, God forbid, even Northwestern tried to have a fucking union, and the NCAA, knocked it down. So
could you imagine a players' union at Clemson with Davos? No. Oh my god, that'd be the funniest thing ever. I need that.
But hear me out though. So I think right now we're in a very dangerous territory because you're seeing coaches leave whenever they want to, despite the fact that they've been fucking developing a top 12, we'll say top 12 team because national championship runs, and it's just it's at a point now where it's you're shit or go home, get off the pot or go home, and fuck, dude, I really think that they're going to have to really, really restrict.
Oh my god!
Not just the players. I think they're going to have to restrict the coaches in that time frame that they could leave.
So I just saw the spookiest thing ever in the chat.
Penn State fires James Franklin, and immediately once he gets hired at Virginia Tech, James Franklin, the transfer portals are opening. He's taking everything he can out of Penn State. He's taking every recruit that he can out of Penn State, and it's a dangerous game to play because now Penn State's one of the worst teams in the country.
Well, I'm glad you brought up Penn State. They officially hired Matt Campbell earlier.
That's a great transition right there, boys.
Incredible transition. Question number 9 is, how effective will Matt Campbell be in year 1 at Penn State, given the fact that they have been boat racing the recruiting game?
He's a holdover. He's going to be a gap filler because he's not going to last long. He's not going to be able to recruit. The people have lost faith in Penn State. They've lost faith in the idea of that team as a program. I forget where I commented it, but I think Penn State firing James Franklin is probably worse than Penn State firing Paterno. I think it's going to have the ripple effect that it's going to have across all of Pennsylvania is tremendous. And they just set their own program back about 15 years. And they were already struggling to compete with the upper echelon of the Big Ten.
Honest to God, I think Kenny's exactly 100% correct on this. And truth be told, I don't know 100% about his background. However, I do know enough. He might have been the 25th option for Penn State. And I
can't take you seriously as a A-class college football program if your head coach opening takes 50 fucking days. That's outrageous to me. Exactly. I think this is a good hire.
That's why I'm saying that's outrageous. They're 32nd, 50th option. or whatever. They're like, we found our guy.
Especially
some
when
good,
you have an interim coach.
Those.
You have an interim coach that the players want, the recruits want, and then they completely demolish that idea.
Yes, they do. And then they also do bed shaking.
I'm pretty sure there's 2 more actually. In there, Bruce.
Bed shake! Ah, you like that? Go ahead.
Unbelievable. No, there's 2 more that you miss.
You talking about soaking? What?
No, I mean comments.
Oh, my bad. Oh, we went. All right, there you go.
Horrifying. The answer to this is yes.
That's awesome. You think
Yeah,
the
there's water.
are you talking about the wannabe ACC team?
They're ACC in some sports. They're Big 12 or Big 10 in hockey. Like
Like I
pick
said,
a lame,
they're a wannabe ACC team. Anyway,
pick a lame, bro. We'll never let them in the hockey East.
the reason why the reason why they do that shit because they collect all that money.
They're cowards. That's
No,
why.
they collect all that money. So if they go to a bowl game, they get all the money.
Right, which is why the team up north is now considering going independent.
It's not. It's. I'm sorry, respectfully. I think it's kind of smart.
A little bit.
From a business perspective, it's smart. Anyway,
Running from the grind. Question number 10: who has the most to gain this week in college football? Who has the most to lose this week in college football?
Most of the game, I think, is Indiana right away. Kenny, I'm sorry, dude. Like, I think they have the most to gain.
I mean, they can really only gain one spot in their rankings, though.
Right, you get
but I
spot.
think but I also think that there's a higher that respect factor, and I think you avoid, I think you avoid Ohio State like a little bit longer, and I can't remember the playoff brackets, but I think you can avoid them a little bit longer.
Most to lose, give me Alabama. Most to gain.
Alabama. Alabama was.
Give me I'm gonna go Texas Tech.
Most the game, baby. Most the game is North Texas. Let's go.
I think they're going to win, but like getting a first round bye, it's a pretty good situation to be in if you're a Big 12 school.
So I think most to gain, most to lose, would be Alabama. 100%.
Yeah, if they lose, they're out.
Because if they lose, they're out. Right, you're done.
Right.
Seasons, well, not season, but your
Alabama.
playoff run is over.
If you have 3 losses, you should not be a playoff team.
Right.
I think they're better than Texas. I definitely don't think Texas should be in.
They'll find a way somehow.
100%.
Man, if they lose.
I think the most to gain though is a team that's not even playing this Saturday. I think if you're looking long odds,
I see what you're doing there.
10 to 20% chance of maybe making the playoffs, it's got to be the U. And they're not even playing, so their destiny is completely in everybody else's hands. So why not? They have the most to gain out of this situation because they actually have a shot by not playing. They have a shot of making the playoffs. And it's a slim shot, don't get me wrong. And they had every right and every possibility to make the playoffs on their own accord, and they've gone this route. But to see it still kind of befuddles me to see Notre Dame ahead of them in the rankings. I don't know. That was a good shot, Bruce.
They just went in. Holy shit!
What happened?
But I'll take Miami with most to gain. Alabama has to be most to lose.
Yeah, Alabama is clearly the most to lose.
Yeah.
I can't believe Kenny, you saw that shit. That's
100%. That was crazy. Mid-statement too. That was awesome.
That's it. That's all I got.
Awesome. All right, boys. Well, real quick. We got to go through picks real quick this week. Ooh. Kenny, you got a couple games?
Yeah. I mean, well, it's conference championship, so we'll start with if we got time.
Hold on before you. I mean, we got time. We
always
we run this shit. So, but you know what you got to have when you go to these conference championship games? You got to drive there. Great car insurance.
Here's to the grown-ups. Your car is now your office, stage, nursery. Sorry, Erie Insurance offers products that lots of other companies don't. That's a big deal, and it's a good deal too. And with Erie, you get your own independent agent, not a giant corporate call center or some online robot. You meet with a real person, like this.
Your local Erie agent is Building Block Insurance Group. Get a quote today at 704-464-4544.
Erie Insurance.
And when you call Jeff WhatsApp at 704-464-4544, let him know that TDT Sports Media, the Friday Night Flagship, sent you, and he'll hook you up with some great insurance. But just make sure you let. You know what? I'll give him a little bit of credit here. If you tell him go Pack go, he might give you a little bit better rate. Anyway, all right, Kenny, what you got for us?
All right, we'll start with the game that we were just talking about. Most to lose is Alabama. They're ranked 9th. They're playing against Georgia this week. Georgia's 11-1. Georgia right now, last I saw, was only favored by 1.5, with the over/under being at 48.5. It's just Alabama, for whatever reason, seems to have Georgia's number, even without Saban. So I'm going to say, since they control their destiny, if they win, they're in. And if they lose, they're most definitely out. I think Bama wins in a very, very close game. Maybe like a field goal separates them.
I just feel the exact same way as the game earlier this year. They give me Bama.
Yeah, no, I think we're all in the same spot. Give me Bama.
All right, next one I got is the Big 12 championship between BYU and Texas Tech. BYU 11-1, Texas Tech 11-1. Texas Tech, another team fighting for their lives. They're favored by, BYU fighting for their lives. Texas Tech favored by 12.5, over under at 49.5. Yeah, I see Texas Tech winning this one. For some reason, they don't impress me when we start talking like actual playoff bracket, but right now BYU, I'm sorry, I don't think you stand a chance. I think the score or the over under is pretty good in this one. I think Texas Tech takes it by at least 10 points.
Back to a home game too. So so give me Texas Tech.
Give me Texas Tech. I think BYU covers.
And then you talk about de facto home games, which is interesting. You have number 2 Indiana going up against number 1 Ohio State. Ohio State made Indianapolis their second home for several years, 7, I believe. Indiana, though.
Damn, Kenny, we should have gone to this game, bro. Sorry.
Yeah, I know. Well, ticket prices are over $580 right now for the nosebleeds. It is ridiculous.
WWE ticket prices these days. Jesus Christ.
Shit, WWE's higher than that. Fuck.
Ohio State, first time back in a few years. Indiana, first time ever. It's their backyard, essentially. So I see why the ticket prices are high. Lucas Oil Stadium, one of my favorite stadiums.
We can go to St. Elmo's, dog.
Yeah. Or Harry and Izzy's, another great place.
Or shout out Slippery Noodle.
There you go.
Noodle, boys. Noodle.
Shout out Bar Sections.
Ohio State is favored by 4 points, over under at 47.5. While I like Signetti, I like the style that he brings to Indiana, that toughness that he brings to them. I'm never going against Ohio State. Give me Ohio State. They win by 10 points on tomorrow night.
Okay, so
and this is a win-win game for everything, right?
Agree.
It's still number 1, number 2. You have both teams clearly making the playoff regardless. Yep. It's just Indiana fighting.
It's pride.
Right. Indiana fighting for that bye week. Ohio State's proven that you don't need the bye week to win the championship, though. So pluses and minuses of this one.
And Kenny, am I correct on this? This is the only the second team Ohio State's played this year that's ranked.
Was Michigan ranked?
3rd.
Yeah, Michigan was ranked. That's why.
Yeah, then they played Texas. Texas was number 1.
Oh yeah, Texas. Oh yeah. Okay, so
I believe I'd have to double check.
There had to have been another one in there too, right? Had to.
Washington was ranked.
No,
at the time, and I think Illinois was ranked at the time.
I don't think Illinois was ranked either. I don't.
There's no way.
Illinois only had the one loss going into the Ohio State game, so I'm pretty sure.
They were ranked. They were definitely ranked then.
And I thought Washington was on the outside looking in. I don't know if they were like.
So it was one of those two.
27 or like 23 was Washington's rank.
So, because the only reason, because like I remember like reading something about how Ohio State's only played like 2 teams at the time that were like ranked, and I was like, really?
I think it might be misconstrued. I think if you think about it now, they've played 2 teams that are currently ranked. I think if you go back,
it might have been that. I don't know. I wish I could go back to the article. Anyway, man, dude, this would be a fun ass game to go to. And you're right, Lucas Oil Stadium is actually a really beautiful venue.
It's underrated too. I think.
Agree, and I think the area is actually like kind of. I called it for those of you that come to the Chicagoland area. Visit Rosemont. I consider Indianapolis
downtown. Yeah.
I consider Indianapolis a upscale Rosemont. So That sounds so terrible though, because I guarantee like somebody that lives in
That
Indianapolis.
was like a backhanded compliment.
And, like,
I'm sure.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
Yeah, the way you said that, but I don't think you meant it.
It's also propping up Rosemont a little too much. Just saying.
Well, just in that like one particular like entertainment
Right.
area.
Yeah.
But no, it's true though, because like, dude, you walk over there and you like see Salesforce building, and it's like, cool. Anyway, I want to do it, but I'm not going to. I'm Ohio State wins, but I really did want to pick Indiana. But Indiana, but you know what's the cool thing though about Indiana is they're totally changing the landscape of Indiana culture, because it was a basketball state, basketball college, and now it's turning into a football college. And I love it, and I think it's kind of a cool thing.
And the cool thing is Purdue was trying to do it 15 years ago. They didn't quite ever get there, but you could see that the foundation was built with Purdue. Now you've got Indiana stepping into that, and they're running with it. I think that's
they've done a great job. They've done a great job.
Unbelievable hire by them. I was surprised that they were able to pull it off. Yeah, that was a good.
And he wants to stay. And he wants to stay and not go to an SEC school.
Biggest game in the history of this program.
Okay.
I think your backyard in Indianapolis. You're going up against the best team in the country.
Do it.
Ohio State.
I was hoping.
I like it better when
I don't think it's by much.
Ohio State.
I don't think it's gonna be by much, but I think they win. Yeah.
All right. You got any more, Kenny?
We could talk about the ACC championship. That's kind of lackluster. I was kind of hitting on Indiana and Ohio State. Or we could talk about the MAC championship.
Oh no, yes, let's go. Let's fucking go. The only
we should.
The only championship that matters.
You know what? We could talk about the Army Navy game. I already got those.
No, we're talking MAC, baby.
That's next week. We got to save them for.
All right, fair.
All right, so little Maction for you. Miami, Ohio, 7-5. Western Michigan, 8-4.
Got it.
I love MAC football. It's such a good Midwestern kind of feel to it.
It's so great.
Not the best quality of football, but you can just tell that they want it, right? It's like very physical football. It's like watching. It's like watching the best high schools.
It's the D3 version of D1.
Right. Exactly. So you've got Western Michigan's only favored by 1.5. Over-unders at 43.5. Kind of in Western Michigan's backyard. It's in Detroit at Ford Field. Man, I used to really like Western Michigan when PJ Fleck was there.
Excuse me.
I'm gonna take Miami, Ohio.
Same.
I'm going Western Michigan. I'm gonna go against the grain. Maction.
Gotta love Maction though.
How dare I? It's not slander at all. The truth.
Does it get better than
Tuesday night football?
I don't think
it's good.
It is. It's
Does it get better than Tuesday night?
I love it. All right, boys. Let's go through these. Let's go through these.
You got you need me to get them.
What would you say?
You got these games. You need me to get them.
No, I got you.
Perfect.
Nice. Who's pouring a little something?
No, it's just pop. Don't worry.
You got a little something going on?
No, it's just pop.
There we go.
Barks root beer. Oh, wait, is that the
Red Creek? What a gents.
Nice. Let's go. All right. First game on the docket, boys. We got Miami Dolphins at New York Jets. Oh my God, it's already terrible. Give me the Dolphins. I'm not even gonna give you the spread. Spreads.
I mean, in these bad games, the Jets end up kind of really being competitive.
True. But
plus, I think
Miami,
they're wearing their.
No, it's in New York.
It's in New York because they're wearing their they're wearing their Gotham jerseys. So I'll take the Jets.
Oh, yeah, definitely the Dolphins. Then yeah, those jerseys are fucking horrible.
No, disagree. 100% disagree, Jack. You're wrong. The Jets jersey is clean. I wish it was a little cleaner. I got it. It's not as clean as
fitting.
Fitting
the Jets have sewer covers.
All right, next game. All right, Seahawks at Falcons. Seahawks are -6.5. Over under is at 44.5. I think that's a large number. Kirk Cousins goes off. Falcons win. Oh!
Normally, I go with the East Coast team in this situation against the West Coast team, 1 o'clock. But Seahawks have been really good in these kind of games. Years with me, Seahawks. Plus the fact that Kirk Cousins is not it.
I'll take Seattle. I think it's fair at this point. That's not quite I guess not a toss up, but yeah, I don't.
Yeah, it's
trust
not a
the
toss-up, yeah.
Falcons.
It's not a toss.
I don't trust the Falcons at all.
So,
I don't either. I just don't like to see it.
have fun giving a top 5 pick to the Rams.
New Orleans Saints at Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Buccaneers are favored by 8.5. Sorry, Connor.
Why?
Good question actually. But
That is a good question.
Yeah, I really wonder why. Is it is Taysom Hill still getting snaps in 2025?
Give me the Buccaneers to win. I'm gonna have the Saints cover.
Bucks.
Bucks all day.
Next game, Commanders at Vikings, and your boy is back. Daniels is back. Commanders are favored by 1.5. Over under is at 43.5. Give me the Vikings.
Is it? Where is it? Minnesota or is it Washington?
Yes, Minnesota.
Begrudgingly, I'll take the Vikings.
We fight for all DC. Who are we? The Commanders, baby.
Redskins.
Left hand up.
Oh,
Let's go.
sorry.
Let's fucking go.
Next game. Excuse me. Colts at Jacksonville Jaguars. The Colts are favored by 1.5. This is a big game. Boys, is he a fraud? I got the Jaguars winning this game.
Is who a fraud?
Trevor
Your boy.
Lawrence.
Trevor Lawrence.
Oh,
100%.
I'm kind of worried about the whole Daniel Jones like leg falling off the bone thing.
I mean, he's also
Which is exactly why I'm picking the Colts in this one.
I'm going to take the Colts. I could see the Jaguars winning. Jaguars seem to defy odds this season. I'm not sure where they're coming from, but they're actually putting together a pretty decent campaign. But at the end of the day, I'm still going to go Colts on this one.
Oh, here we go, boys. Pittsburgh Steelers at Baltimore Ravens. Ravens are favored by 5.5. I'm sorry, Lamar Jackson has not looked the same. Give me the Ravens.
Yeah, my fantasy team's in shambles after the Lamar Jackson injury, so I'm going to take. I'll take the Steelers.
Oh, let's go.
I feel like no matter what, they're going to trade. They're going to trade wins in the next 5 weeks, wherever the amount of weeks separate their two games. I'm going to say that the Ravens probably take the first one.
Interesting.
What the? Bruce?
Right in the butt.
Next one.
Pardon?
We got the Titans at Browns. This is a hilarious matchup.
Oh my god.
God, if you bet on this, what are you guys doing? Browns are favored by 3.5. It's in Cleveland. I think Myles Garrett gets about 2.5, 3 sacks in this game. Browns
I feel horrible for Cam Ward, man. He doesn't deserve this. It's a good kid.
I mean, you gotta. The only reason why I would take the Browns is because they're at home. So that's it. That's you just the only logic. Otherwise,
I have the Browns win this one. Yeah,
this one doesn't really even deserve talking. Like it's a bad game. It's going to be a
sad.
bad game.
It's like
this game right here is a make or break for a playoff position. The Cincinnati Bengals are at the Buffalo Bills. The Bills are favored by 5.5, which I don't know why, truth be told.
Did you guys see the Darius Slay thing today that he's just not going to report to Buffalo?
I did. He's not. He's like, I'm not going. I got the Bengals. I think the Bengals win this game.
Bengals have had their number for the last 5 years.
I think the wall. Dolphins don't have Dolphins. Bills don't have defense. Let's go. Let's go, Joe.
Yeah, I'm going with the Bills in this one. They're not the Bills, the Bengals. I just feel like they've had their number. Chase Brown's been playing pretty good as of late.
I need it for my. And
I just don't really trust the Bills as a team at this point. I think Josh Allen's still obviously good enough, but I just don't trust the pieces around them.
For my fantasy team. Let's go. All right, next game. Oh, Kenny, did you say something? Sorry.
No, Bengals all day. Joe Cool. I'll take them.
All right, we got the Denver Broncos at the Las Vegas Raiders. Hate that team. Broncos win by 7,000.
See, I would say that, but they also just played like 4 weeks ago, and it was like the worst football game we've ever seen, ending 10-7. So I'm gonna go with the Broncos. If I see this game on Red Zone once, I'm just closing my laptop and just going out. I'm just going outside.
I'll take the Broncos. It's a de facto home game for them too, because it's always a home or always away game for the Raiders. Yeah, Broncos all day.
Next game could be the best rivalry in sports.
Oh,
Chicago Bears at Green Bay Packers. The Green Bay Packers are favored by 6.5. In some spots, you can get it at 7. I have the Chicago Bears covering. I have the Green Bay Packers winning.
Yeah, I think it's another situation, just like Jack said, you're going to be trading wins over the next couple of weeks. I think the home team is favored, so I would take the Bears when they're at home. I'll take the Packers if they're at home.
So correct me if I'm wrong. It's Kyler Gordon who's out this week, correct?
No, he's
not
playing.
Tyree Stevenson.
No, he's playing.
Kyler
Gordon's in.
Okay, so it's Tyree Stevenson. So I was going to be injured.
Yeah, but
I'm gonna go with the Packers. I don't love it.
I think Roma Dunze hurts them.
Yeah. Dunze's out.
Dunze's out.
Yeah,
that's gonna hurt.
That hurts way more, to be honest.
Yeah, I just don't think he's really on Kale's really on a great rhythm or rapport with DJ Moore, or enough to where it probably should.
It's been better the last 2 games.
I'm gonna go with the Packers. I think the Bears probably win when they get back to Chicago.
Fair. All right, next game. We got the Rams at Cardinals. The Rams are favored by 8.5. Rams.
Yeah, Rams. There's 9 key guys in the Cardinals offense that are not playing this week. McBride's out. The dude who fumbled, buddy who fumbled in that Titans game is out.
I like this next game.
Multiple offensive linemen out.
Excuse me. I like this game. Houston Texans at Kansas City Chiefs. Chiefs are favored by 3.5.
They're favorites still?
Yeah, by 3.5, dude.
Have you seen the amount of guys in their offensive line who are out already?
I'm
Texans.
Going Texans.
I'll take the Texans.
They were down 4 starters in their offensive line. Yeah, Texans. Texans by double digits. It's over. Over.
Last game, gentlemen. The Philadelphia Eagles at the LA Chargers.
Important note, there's a simulcast. There's a Monsters Inc. simulcast on the ESPN2 gimmick this Monday. We will be there. We will absolutely be there. I promise.
I mean, I'll watch it, but not that part. Not that part.
No, we're gonna be there for the entire way.
Oh, 100%. Let's go, man. Justin Herbert's kind of looked like shit, but the Eagles are their backs are broken right now. This is kind of a tough.
Oh, Jalen Carter for them, by the way.
True. Oh yeah, he hurt his shoulder, didn't he?
Both of his shoulders somehow.
Yeah, because Darnell Wright owned him the whole fucking time. Let's go. I'm gonna go Chargers.
It's in LA, correct?
Correct.
Yeah, I'll go with the Chargers. I love it, but I really like picking either team in this situation.
So I think when you look at it on paper, right, you've got the Chargers. They should win, right? They're at home. Right now they're playing a little bit better than the Eagles. The Eagles look like a completely broken team. But I think this is that game where the Eagles turn it around, right? They still have enough talent. They still have enough ability. This would be the I don't want to say marquee, but close to a marquee matchup that gets you back on the right track. You lost to the Bears. Now you've got to figure out how to right the ship. This could be that moment. You go on the road.
Lose. They got their fucking.
Well, yes, they got their shit rocked.
They got their ding-dings kicked in.
Well, of course. But this is the opportunity for Philadelphia to turn it around. So either Philadelphia turns it around in a close matchup and comes away with the win and starts getting on that road back to success, or this is it for them. This is the end of the season right here. So I'll take the Eagles, but we'll see.
He said it. He said it. He gave you the information, and guess what? You better take it. Yeah. Hold on, time out. Jack, is there a song for the Patriots? Is it just we'll win the Saints? Marching in? No. What is the Patriots?
They play what? When games are not over, but over, they play "You're Loved by the Outfield."
But they don't have a fight song?
They don't have a fight song?
Their intro song has been Crazy Train since 2003. Before that was Machine Head, which is so much better, so much cooler. And their touchdown song is some awful stuff by Bon Jovi. They're friends with Rats. Yeah, there we go. Thank you.
I'm sure they had shipping up to Boston for a while.
Oh, I'm sure.
Every Boston.
Oh! All right, ladies and gentlemen.
Since 1963.
With that man over there is Jack. That other gentleman over there is Kenny. Thank you guys so much. I am Bruce. I appreciate you guys listening, watching, doing whatever you can to tune in to what our shenanigans are. With that being said, please join us next week for another edition of Friday Night Flagship presented by TDT Sports Media, aka presented again by Erie Insurance. Oh, awesome.
Come on, Bruce. There you go.
It's not playing. I'm clicking it.
Oh!
Click. There we go.